Hey, good morning, everybody. I think it's Friday, the 14th of August, but I'm not even going to look at my watch to tell if that's right or not. I'm just going to go with it, pretend like it's right. Good morning. So, as you can probably tell, the power's out here again, and we don't know why. The power company hasn't said anything yet, except that they presumably are working on it. So we don't know how long it'll be, but it was certainly long enough that I put the generator away. I put all the wires away. I put everything away that we were using for the long power outage that lasted a whole week, and just in time for it to go out again. And now I have to pull all that stuff back out. I had to pull the generator out. I had to rewire to the basement, and I had to get some bottled water back out. And pretty soon I'm going to have to hook up the portable air conditioner again, and who knows what else. So right back where we started. Anyway, at least we got kittens and we got internet, and this time we know what to do. So we got that going for us, which is nice. We should continue to be online, but if this goes, I don't know, if this goes through the night, I'll probably have to take us offline for long enough to at least go out and refill on gas and stuff. And yeah, I saw Pat ask, this time I don't have coffee because last time I was using the electric kettle for coffee, and after the power came back on, I gave it a wash that was just a little bit too much of a wash, and I ruined it. And I had to order a new one, which hasn't come yet. So no, I don't have coffee. Good times. I had a cup of coffee this morning, but not nearly enough. I'm really feeling it at the moment. So yeah, okay, let's talk about some kitten news instead of power news. Hi. Little Bessie's all the way up on the middle of the cat tree now. She's starting to feel more confident, I guess. But I trust her to know what she's capable of and to get back down from here carefully. Bebop went to the vet yesterday, and the vet trip was not very conclusive. They did an x-ray, couldn't really get much out of it one way or the other. And so our vet thought it would be good to sort of just treat her, I wouldn't call it a shotgun method, but just to sort of take a guess at what's going on and give it a try. So the practical upshot of that is that the first thing we wanted her to do was stop nursing the kittens. And that's important because we're going to give her some steroids, and we didn't want the steroids to come through to the nursing kittens. So to get her to stop nursing, we put her in a secret agent suit. Well, hers is a little less secret agent and more 50s house mom, I guess. It is kind of hipstery, so that's appropriate. And this suit was made by our friend Karen Soes, who accidentally made some that were too big for kittens. Although, to be fair, the Sudical site lists this size as kitten size. It is way too big for an actual kitten. And it lists the next size up as a young, small cat. And then after that, you get like two sizes too big for Bebop. You start talking about ones that are made for cats. So she's a little small, but I also think their sizing chart is like, have you guys seen kittens? I don't know. Most of our mom cats fit into this size that they say is for kittens, and it's as small as they make. So anyway, Karen accidentally made a couple that were the same size as the ones that are commercially available, and I've just put them in a cabinet, and now is my chance to pull them out and try them on. And she's not doing much right now, but she has figured this thing out. She walks around just fine in it now. She was up and running from the first moment. I put it on her last night, and I brought out some baby food, and she was running around immediately to get baby food. So she's done way better with it than almost anybody. She just took right naturally to it. But she doesn't want to show you guys that she knows how to walk around, because she wants some sympathy. So she's just going to lay here and complain like she doesn't know what she's doing and hasn't been already wearing it for, I don't know, 16 hours or something. Yes, I'm making fun of you. So getting her to stop nursing is step one. Then after that, we are going to, I didn't see how Bessie got down from the tree. That would have been interesting to see. But I'm sure it was on the regular Kitten Academy live stream, which is online, but we're using limited numbers of cameras and positions because there's only so many we can power without the electricity on. So anyway, I was going to say, what's next is once we're pretty sure that she's done with the nursing, we're going to start her on some steroids, assuming that she's got some bowel inflammation. And we are going to also treat her with Panicure, which is a serious dewormer, just in case what she's got are worms. Although we haven't actually seen much evidence of either of those things, it doesn't mean they're not there, and they're treatments that are very safe and effective, so shouldn't cause any trouble even if she didn't really need them. So it's kind of one of those situations of it could only help. She's just gonna sit on Bessie. Look at that. Aw, too sweet. Okay, cuddle up there. So yeah, that's that. It's going very well. She looks very good in her little outfit, and we are trying some treatments to see if it makes any difference. Now, again, I'm going to go back to the idea that she might just, she's making milk for 7 kittens, and she might just be kind of naturally kind of skinny, and there might not be much of anything going on at all. But if there is, we're going to figure it out. What else can I talk to you guys about? Let's see. Falls head first off of each shelf. Well, as long as she doesn't fall too far, that's fine. I think that she's going to build up a very thick skull over the course of her life. So yeah, new mom cat. There's no news on her. She's just settling in. She is the sweetest thing. She just loves snuggles. And last night I went in there, watched some TV with her, and she just sits on my lap and just gets petted, and that's all she wants in the world. Also, the new mom, I don't think she's pregnant, but we're bringing her in Saturday morning to find out. And if we have electricity, we will still do mailbag after that and let you know how it went. If somehow we still don't have electricity by then, we're not going to do mailbag because I felt like I was going to have a hard enough time recovering from the week-long outage to do mailbag this Saturday. That's with the power on. With it off, we're not going to get there. So, but I don't think it'll be off that long. Fingers crossed. Oh my gosh, it would just be horrible if we had to go another day without electricity. Of course, I don't want to harp on about it, but look at Retro. The fountain's not working right now. Retro's like, if I dig in here, I can find the water. Retro, there's a water bowl right behind you. What was I going to say? I don't want to keep complaining about it, but I did see when I went to the Eversource Twitter today that they are still restoring some power for some people here in Connecticut now that they haven't had power since last Tuesday. That's the Tuesday, not just Tuesday this week, but Tuesday the week before, so over a week. So that, I'm complaining, but those are the people that really ought to be complaining. That's ridiculous. Anyway, that's that. It's whatever. We're not about that. I have a lot of opinions about it, but I will keep them all to myself. Instead, I saw somebody ask about what's going on with little Bessie here. Bessie has cerebellar hypoplasia, which is a very fancy way of saying she's uncoordinated and always will be. But she compensates for it very well, and despite having such a big, fancy, scary, medical-sounding name, people call it wobbly kitten syndrome, and there's no reason to think that she won't just have a full and happy life, even just being clumsy. A lot of people who are clumsy can have full and happy lives. I am living proof of that. So that's our little Bessie. Now, Artie has the same condition. Her brother Artie, wherever he is, is that him sleeping there? Oh, no, that's him sleeping over there on the little tiny beanbag. He has the same condition, but he hasn't got it quite as badly So it's hard to notice, except you can tell pretty well, like if you try to feed him treats with your fingers, he has a lot of trouble getting his head into the right spot to eat the treats. But other than that, you don't notice it so much. Also, you saw yesterday his eye was feeling a little poorly, and we've started treating that with some antibiotics. Uh, and I just think it's just a little swollen. There's nothing else really going on there. You can tell a little bit, but he's feeling fine. It's already better today than it was yesterday. So we got that going for us. These kittens are crazy. Retro is constantly climbing me in my shirt right now. Hi, yes, okay, go on that side then. Now Vinyl's got to play the game. No, it's not a scratch, or if it is, I can't find it. It's certainly not a scratch on the eyeball. He might have taken a little bit of a scratch somewhere around his eye that would be hard to see. But if so, we're doing the right treatment for it already, so no big deal. And he will recover. The vet said that she couldn't really tell that he has a bluish color, but he really does. That's fine. It's not a big deal. He's just got an interesting color. It's probably just, I think it might be related to the dilute gene, or it might just be nothing, or he might just have, a weird tone to his skin, but he's obviously fine. Okay, what else? Oh man, those kids are just going nuts. Hi, hi. I have been watching her run around the room and eat the food and do all the normal things all night. So now she's just hamming this up for you guys. She's acting like I can't move. This is the worst. But she's getting around fine. You just got to take my word for it. Here's little Vinny. Hi, Vin. Okay, he's just gonna take a little nap right there. That's fine too. And he's like, there's no electricity for me either. Then his power's out. Here comes Bessie to check on him. Oh, no, Bessie's trying to rub on the camera, actually. Hi, Bessie. Hi. Yes, I know. You just want some love. Okay, come over here and get some love. Hi. What? You don't have to yell at me about it. I still haven't put Vinyl's new collar on. I guess maybe I'll never get around to it. You guys all know which one's Vinyl anyway. She's got the white collar even though I haven't put one on her. This is Retro. Retro, you gotta not bite quite so much though. That's a little too much. ah, ah, ah. Okay. You guys can't see all that because I'm doing some terrible camera work. I apologize. Ow. Too many bites, Retro. We got to start getting you to stop on that. We got to start getting you to stop. You can't English so good either. No coffee with the power out. I might have to get out the instant coffee and just drink it in lukewarm water again. Or maybe I'll get really desperate and like take my coffee maker and my grinder and everything out to the garage. That'd be a real bother. After the power came back on, I cleaned it all up and made it look nice and new. Anyway, Artie, it's so cute seeing them sleep on the little tiny beanbag chair. The second class in the row to actually use that thing when we've had it for literally years. And most of the cats just ignore it, but now I guess all of a sudden it's fun. Hi, Vinyl. I was just telling everybody about how you have a collar even though you're not wearing a collar. Because that's been sort of our identifier for Vinyl all along is the fact that she's got this big white collar. So you will be able to continue to tell who she is even though her collar came off and I haven't replaced it. Now Retro's removing the buttons on my shirt. Button removal. All right, Retro. Oh. Oh yeah, Spanier, I don't know. Our generator did arrive, and boy, I think oof, it's very, very heavy, the new one, but it's still in the box. I haven't set it up yet, and thank goodness that we still haven't returned the loaner generator because that's what we're running on right now. But who knows? I might get around to actually trying to move the new generator out there and get it set up. The trick is that to really get it going with the whole house thing, we still need an electrician to do some work installing the transfer switch in the house, and that's not going to happen for a couple weeks regardless. But we can still use the new generator the way that we're using the old one. And they did offer to come and pick up the generator tomorrow, so I wouldn't even have to bring it back to them. Taylor's folks are just the nicest people in the whole world, which I'm going to let them continue to do. I'm still going to let them come out and pick it up tomorrow, power on or off. So I guess I ought to set up the new generator just in case. I guess who knew we were going to end up needing it quite so much? I sure didn't. So vinyl, there's oh, Vinyl's flipping out over that little furry mouse. Debbie, I haven't asked Dawes if they have another pregnant mom cat ready to go, but I know that they usually find them pretty quickly. So my expectation would be if new mom's not pregnant, then they'll probably have one for us pretty quickly that is. And we'll just keep new mom until we're ready to just trade her for a pregnant cat. No reason to send her off as long as we've got that room available. But we are out of rooms at the hotel, so she's going to have to go before we can bring in a pregnant mom. And as I've explained, I am crazy. I'm crazy about this cat, and I would keep her around if I could. But considering that we specialize in pregnant mom cats, and that takes a little bit more work and maybe knowledge than fostering, a cat that's just a cat. They like to keep us in pregnant mom cats as much as possible and send the not pregnant ones to fosters that can deal with just a regular old not pregnant cat. So I will miss her just tons if she turns out to not be pregnant and goes eventually. But I think it's all for the best overall, because more cats will get helped out in the end that way. And that's what we're all about. So, no, little Bessie here is never going to grow out of it, but as she gets older, she'll probably learn more ways to compensate for it. You've already seen that she has a very wide stance, and when she runs around, she keeps her legs all spread out, and she knows to go slower when she's like on the edge of the bed or something. So she is she'll get better and better at what she does, but the condition is going to be the same. There is a postal person here, and it's been almost 20 minutes, and I'm very excited for Acro's chemotherapy medicine to arrive today. And I don't know if this postal person is delivering it or if it'll come later through UPS or something, but we're going to wrap this up so I can go check on that because, like I said, super, super excited to start Acro's meds today. Thank you guys for joining me for this power outage close-up. But even with the power out, the generator is running right now. So the regular Kitten Academy live stream is online. Our camera abilities and views are a little limited, but you can still watch these kittens all day long. Well, most of the day long. If the power stays out all day, I'm going to have to shut it down to go get some more gasoline for the generator later tonight. But that'll only be out for, half an hour or so. Not a big deal, and I'll let you know if that happens. Fingers crossed that won't be the case. And thank you for joining me. You guys have made this power outage just a little bit nicer, and I appreciate all of you for that. And I know the kittens do too. Also, the kittens that we didn't really get to say hi to. This is Indy right there taking a nap. And I saw someone ask where Ira is, who I also haven't seen. Where is Ira? Let's see Ira before we wrap this up. Probably up at the top, yeah, of the cat tree. There we go. There's our little Ira taking a nap. Some of these kittens are also out of juice. Oh, did you just wake up for us? What? All right, well, that's a good spot to end. Thanks, everybody.